Alright guys, so the best place to put a Chinese phone is into a fridge full with Chinese food. So let's do this. So almost 12 hours later, let's have a closer look, and there we go. Wow, oh my god guys, check this out. Almost 70% charge left, so this phone is unbelievable.
If I ask people if they have ever tried a big battery smartphone before, they usually say no, but have at least heard about the company Oukitel. Now Oukitel is a kinda small Chinese brand that focused on smartphones with enormous battery sizes. The latest model, the Oukitel K10, is a real monster. It is thick, it is heavy, and comes with a massive 11,000 mAh battery, paired also with a 5V 5A charger, the fastest charger currently available on MediaTek devices. The first question I asked myself, why K10 if it's an 11,000 mAh battery, and what the hell? 25 hours from a Chinese power supply, this sounds like burning your house down. However, even though I thought that's almost impossible, and even if it's possible, it must be extremely unpractical, but in real day-to-day usage, this phone works out extremely well. The K10 features all the latest Chinese marketing crap like a Helio P23 chipset, Face ID unlock, dual cameras, a leather back cover and an 18:9 screen. When I did my research on the phone, I found nothing else than fake reviews and promotion websites. So I teamed up with my buddy Linus from Techline HD to bring you guys a real review on that smartphone. And also don't forget to check out his awesome channel, and he even does a sniffing test to find out if they use dog leather. It's hilarious. So let's get started with the obvious things. This phone is huge and heavy and weighs over 280 grams. So this is probably the heaviest phone I've ever tested. But even though it's huge and looks awkward, it still feels kind of special. What's really special is the battery. Inside of the box you can find the phone and the supercharger, and to be honest, the charging speeds are insane. So we are getting 2.5 hours from 0 to 100% on a 11,000 mAh battery. This is just insane. The only downside is that regular USB Type-C cables won't work with the phone since the connector is a bit too long. It's actually the same issue like on the Oukitel K6, and this is a shame. The battery life is really sick, so I used it as media device for listening to music and taking a few pictures, and the battery lasted a whole week. I did also run a few battery benchmarks, and even with GPS, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on, I could get over 24 hours of screen on time from the phone. So this is really unbelievable. So with a SIM card and 50 to 70% screen brightness, you should get a minimum of 3 to 4 days of runtime. Absolutely crazy. Also, I tried charging this phone from my Powerbank and it literally drained 2 power banks until it reached 100%, but hey, you can also use the phone as a power bank when using an OTG adapter. Even though the battery is incredibly huge, it stays cool all the time and doesn't overheat. That's also very important. So Oukitel did a really good job on the battery and the charger. The overall build quality is quite good. The edges are rubberized and the buttons feel nice to press, even though I don't really like the design. So the backside should come with real leather, however I don't really like leather look smartphones, and also it feels and smells a bit more like buying a cheap leather wallet. The full HD Plus display looks really good in my opinion. It's very sharp, it's vibrant and bright enough to use it even outdoors. So you will find also notification LED on the front, a front LED flash and a dual camera setup. On the backside you will find another dual camera setup, which is obviously just here for marketing purposes, and a fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner works reliable, but there is a huge delay between recognizing the finger and the actual unlock. And literally forget about Face ID or Face Unlock, this is just more a marketing gimmick, but I wouldn't use that on my smartphone. At the bottom of the frame there's a speaker and a Type-C port, Now, even though the phone is really huge, there is no headphone jack, which is a bit of a disappointment. Also, when using a Type-C adapter, you can only use the adapter included, or you need to cut away a little bit from the plastic from a regular adapter and use it. The output over Type-C is great, and the speaker is also okay, even though it oversteers a bit at maximum volume. Now, beside the huge battery, you will also find some other good things inside of the phone, like 6 gigs of RAM, a Helio P23 mid-range SoC, and 64 gigs of ROM. So performance-wise, it's quite good. The phone is running Android 7.1.1 and the UI is very close to stock Android, except some optical customizations and some gestures and customizable buttons. It also packs some things like face unlock and a built-in QR code scanner, but well, they're actually more here as gimmicks. Casual gaming is no problem, and if you can live with some slight lags from time to time, then you will really enjoy it. Now, multitasking also works fine, and due to its amazing battery life, I mostly used it for web browsing, listening to music, or taking some snapshots on my journey. Now, most of the pictures looked quite okay, but they are a little bit soft. It lacks a bit of sharpness and details and sometimes even delivers blurry shots. So the colors, they look really flat and they also need a bit of color grading in post, but the overall image quality is quite okay if you have plenty of light. The dual camera is once again just a marketing trick, as with most Chinese smartphones right now. So they throw in another 50-cent sensor and claim it's a dual camera setup, which allows more light or even gets you a nice bokeh effect. However, the bokeh effect is just a software blur, and also in low light the camera simply sucks. The shutter gets really slow, and also in video mode you have a lot of focus pulsing and you get really blurry footage. Overall, the phone's image quality is okay, but only if you have plenty of light and you do some post editing. The same applies to the front-facing camera. The dual setup here is just for marketing, and also the front LED flash doesn't help a lot in low light. Another issue I've had is that the front-facing camera, when doing videos, is out of sync, so it's just the same software issue I've experienced with the Oukitel K10, and I'm pretty sure that it gets fixed soon, but it's very annoying.
Here's a quick video test on the Oukitel K10, and as you can see, footage looks a little bit soft. Maximum recording resolution is 1080p. We have the same focus pulsing like on the Oukitel K6. Footage could look a little bit sharper, more details, more accurate colors, and also better dynamic range, but well, it's like what you usually get on most cheap Chinese smartphones.
Now, connectivity-wise, it's quite good. Its microphone and speaker output is good enough, and GPS works reliable. I had no issues using it with offline navigation in Canada, and also the Wi-Fi signal quality is good enough in most cases.
Alright guys, so we're now here at the end of this video, and just quickly to sum it up, my final conclusion about the Oukitel K10. All in all, it's a real battery monster. It comes with pretty good specs for the price and a really good looking display. But as always, the weight and the camera is a real deal breaker. If you're interested in that smartphone, also check out all the links down below in the description, and Linus' video on the smartphone to get his opinion on the K10. So I really hope that you did like this video. If you did, please like it, and if you have any questions, put them down below in the comments and I'll try to reply as soon as possible. I'm Steven from Tech Magnet, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day.